himself open, so any of his own good work was negated. That scored the first round level.
It was a good right hand there, wasn't it, by Takalo? It just seemed to go through to Alexander's legs a bit. Alexander, the former British and European champion, though he never got a chance to defend that European title, in the black trunks here. 3 years older than Takalo. He's only had 5 fights in the last 3 years, Alexander. Not enough. And injuries along the way for him, and 1 or 2 business problems.
Well, you only have to look at Takalo's wide stance to know what he's trying to do here. He's just trying to be cagey, draw Alexander onto one of these counters. But it cuts down your mobility when your legs are splayed as much as that. He could find one of those right hands getting through.
Alexander has predicted that this won't go beyond 6 rounds. He thinks he'll have the job done by then. Both of them, I think, quite respectful of the other's power. They all know about that from their time working together in the gym.
See, Alexander's just stalking at the moment, but he has to show some feints, force Takalo into opening up a little bit. That was better. Good attack from Alexander.
2 good left hands from him. Gets through with the jab as well, and body punches. Pretty good this from Alexander. Nice rhythm about this, growing in confidence.
These defences are non-existent. And look, I mean, if Takalo comes back with a hook, he has no defences whatsoever when he goes on to the attack. That is one of his big failings.
Whether Takalo can be effective as a counter-puncher to take advantage of that, we'll see. But that was a good burst on the front foot from Wayne Alexander, which is where he always looks happy. That's a good body shot from Takalo. Back he comes, gets in right crosses as well. And Alexander's head is an open target. He's leaving himself over, but look at that! A left hook, and that might be curtains! That might be good night! It's over!
The fight's over.
The fight is over, no need to count. They're getting out the gum shield, and Wayne Alexander explodes back to the forefront of the domestic scene, and Takalo doesn't know where he is. That is what he can do.
Well, just like Nigel Benn a few years before, he's most dangerous when he's been hurt himself. He took a tremendous body shot. At the time I was thinking Alexander grabbed hold of Takalo, stopped him working, but being a natural puncher, he came out with a devastating left hook. We can see Takalo here. This will be a precaution. Mickey Vann acted very swiftly, hold him onto his side. So it's quite possible he wants to rise, but they're keeping him down. It looks as though he knows what's going on here. He probably wants to rise, but as a precaution, they're keeping him down there. But that was a tremendous punch.
That was a sensational knockout by Wayne Alexander.
Ladies and gentlemen, attention please. Could security please clear the ring so the paramedics can do their job? Thank you.
Let's hope that Takalo is okay.
Please clear the ring.
Because that was a bad knockout, Jim.
Yep, a one-punch finish, bang on the chin. I mean, that must have shaken his brain tremendously. It was a tremendous punch. I mean, this man has natural power. He doesn't have to wind up the punches. And you saw exactly. I think Takalo, provided everything is all right with him, and these are just precautions we're looking at, I think he'll regret the fact that he was so cagey and didn't try to take the initiative. You should never back away from a natural puncher. He pushed him on the back foot. Takalo didn't try to do that. Here he comes. Thankfully, we can now talk about the fight because he seems to be okay. That's good news.
That was a Wayne Alexander howitzer. It really was, with a left hand, and he never ever was going to beat a count of half a minute, let alone 10 seconds.
Well, Wayne Alexander was always the one in the short distance that landed, that he wanted to go to war, he wanted to take the initiative, he wanted to get in top early. Takalo was cagey, but as I said, I think he's going to regret not taking the initiative a little bit more. But he was the one with the tighter defence, but not here. Look at this. Bang on the chin, couldn't have landed on a more sweet spot, and that's all over. Full credit to Mickey Vann. He knew it was over, and he acted swiftly, getting him onto his side, make sure he's not swallowing tongue, and he can breathe properly. But look at this, natural puncher, doesn't have to think about it, slip the lead. There it goes, and you can see the way the punch landed, the jolt it gave to his chin, unbelievable.
What a triumph that is for Wayne Alexander, coming a few months after that terrible defeat against Delroy Mellis. This time he was prepared well, and what a triumph too for his new trainer, John Preen, as well.
Yeah, that's tremendous, because this was on paper a real tough 50-50 match. But I don't think there's a light middleweight in the world, Ian, would take that shot and keep upright.
Pity he couldn't land one like that when he fought Harry Simon for the WBO title. He landed plenty of good ones, but
Ian, that would sort out most of them. I mean, that was a peach. It was bang on the button, and they get the full weight of the body, the legs, everything into that shot.
Takalou, poor Takalou, was never going to get up from that round two. Wayne Alexander can celebrate. He's all right now. Thank goodness for that. He's such a lovely guy out of the ring, Takalou. You only wish good things for him, but to be honest with you, nobody could have got up from that shot from Wayne Alexander there tonight. What a trap that is for Alexander, and the crowd here are still buzzing and talking about that, and he can go home now. He's been away from his little girl Sade for a long time, and he's going to go home with a very, very happy story to tell.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute and 58 seconds of round number 2, referee Mickey Vann has dispensed with the count to protect the boxer Takalou, your winner, and he is the new WBU's light middleweight champion of the world from Croydon, Wayne the Great Alexander. Ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation for the former champion who's doing well with his recovery, Takalou. The commissioner from the World Boxing Union, Tom Fostervall, has presented the championship belt to the winner, Wayne Alexander.
Wow.